current slump, I'll call it, wherever people are kind of done with it. They were already moving over. I guess maybe some of the drama around Blizzard and the working, not drama, the real situation there, the working conditions. So it was like people were already starting to move. But anyway, I was interested in this. It's a co-op board game adventure based on Wrath of the Lich King. I think my favorite time in World of Warcraft, just for me playing it personally and like the lore-wise, what I like was classic through Wrath of the Lich King, because I really like the events that tie into the events of Warcraft 3 a lot, just because I played that a ton growing up, so that's what's interesting to me. People can argue what's the best expansion mechanic-wise, lore-wise, for different reasons, but I just remember playing the most and enjoying it the most back then. But this is a co-op adventure experience that interested me. I play every now and then with a group of friends, just very infrequently on some RPG games. Yeah. So, like actual in person. We don't actually play Dungeons and Dragons, but we play different, similar experiences. Done a little bit of Pathfinder, did Deadlands, which is like a Wild West one. That came away pretty nice. Sometimes it's a struggle. I don't know exactly how this works. I think it's up to like 5 people maybe. But the box is really nice actually. It doesn't feel very cheap. It has like a, nice quality, kind of textured laminate on here. But let's see. So I don't know the rules. We'll just kind of like take it apart and take a look. But play legendary heroes and defeat the Lich King. So you got a board like this, and you just have to like move around and do different like quests and solve stuff and fight enemies. Let's see. Let me see if I can recognize. So it looks like you have Sylvanas here. You have Thrall. You have, don't judge me, I forget a lot of these people. That's probably Moradin. Arthas is the Lich King already. Who else is important? I forget his face right now. Don't judge me, the leader of the humans with that cool hair. Jane is here. I forget who this is supposed to be. We'll find out. I can't really tell who that is. But we'll figure out. Yeah, 1 to 5 people. Takes 45 to 60 minutes. 7 heroes, 1 Lich King, 3 abominations, 36 ghouls, 1 ice ground citadel, 3 strongholds, 100 plus cards. They don't know exactly, but there's at least 100. They're fairly certain about it. And much more. So we'll see what this says here for you guys. Frostborn hungers. For far too long, the malevolent Lich King and his undead scourge have threatened the world of Azeroth from the frozen continent of Northrend. Now, the legendary heroes set out with one purpose: to challenge the Lich King in his mighty fortress and destroy him once and for all. So it's a Pandemic system game. I've never played Pandemic, but I guess if you have, maybe it'll be would have been familiar. So play as legends of the World of Warcraft universe and lead the invasion of Northrend. Stand together as you slay hordes of vile undead, defeat lurking threats across the land, and finally storm the gates of Icecrown Citadel. Can you save Azeroth from the merciless Lich King, or will Frostmourne, his cursed blade, claim yet another soul? Alright, let's see. 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 select quests, rewards. I guess the main quest is always the same. The enemies are random. And then you just, populate the board. Choose your heroes. Each player chooses one hero sheet and takes one reference card. Each player takes one slider and places it. Okay. We won't get too into it. So deal the hero cards. And I guess you each have a deck of hero cards and abilities and things. Interesting. Might take a peek at those. Key concepts. Cooperation. All players are on the same team, working together to stop the overwhelming threat of the Lich King and his undead scourge. Players win or lose the game together. You can discuss freely. I don't know how I voice. I guess I've done 3 videos back to back. My throat's a little dry, but I think I'm good. Alright, so we got the Scourge. Cool little Lich King. Little dice for success or block. Success accomplishes goals, deals damage, or adds progress, and blocks damage. That one is straightforward. And on your turn when you're playing, you do 4 actions, draw 2 hero cards, spawn ghouls, and activate abomination. So that happens every turn. There's more undead coming. So I guess to add some increase the stakes, add some urgency. There we go. Alright, so here's an example of what a turn would look like. That could be an interesting thing to read through. So Thrall is on Warsong Hold. Their foothold in... Did they land in Warsong Hold? I forget. I actually didn't play Horde back then. I played Alliance. But anyway, that's besides the point. Look at this, what are they called? I don't know. A new Barak. These like scare beetly boys. Yeah. I actually do like WoW. Not doing myself any justice for getting all the names, but that's just how my brain works. I don't know. The knowledge is there somewhere. I'm just forgetting it. So don't judge me for not remembering everything. I have played for quite some time. I'm not anymore, but... Alright, so let's start over. So Thrall is Warsong Hold with 3 ghouls and 1 abomination. During Thrall's do 4 actions. Step, he fights on Warsong Hold. Thrall rolls both dice, rolling 2 successes and 1 block. Thrall's 2 successes deal 2 damage total to enemies on his space. Thrall chooses to deal 1 damage each to 2 ghouls on Warsong Hold, which removes both of them. I guess the ghouls only have 1 health. There's now 1 ghoul and 1 abomination remaining. The enemies deal 1+1. I guess they always do 1 damage too. So, 2 damage to Thrall. The block prevents 1 damage, so Thrall suffers 1 damage. The 2 removed ghouls do not deal damage, so you can kill them before they act. We won't read all of that. We don't have to actually figure out how to play, really. It seems like a cool little adventure. So, a while back I got Warhammer Quest. I think they stopped making it, and I got one of the last prints of it, maybe. But I think they lost the licensing or something, whoever was making it. But that was a cool little card game, card and co-op adventure. Alright. How do you win? You complete all 3 quests and complete the Iceground Citadel quest. The players defeat the Lich King and immediately win the game. So, what happens? increase the despair. So you can't play by yourself. So maybe if I play this with my friends, and if you guys are actually interested, I could try to do a solo play. So you get 3 heroes and a single hand of cards, and a little bit different setup. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, so I could do something. I did see, Massage ASMR did like a cool series where he ran through like a little D&D campaign, and I thought that one was really cool back in the day when I saw that. Tyrion Fordring. That's not who. Okay, so that's who the other guy who I wasn't quite sure who that was supposed to be. Did he have a Gashbringer? Oh yeah, he does. It was just kind of hard to see. I couldn't see like the little ball and the little notch cut out. But it looks like he does have that. So you have Tyrion Fordring here, whose ability is press forward on a hero on any space, not just his own. I don't know. Wait, it doesn't even explain what that does. Tyrion press forward on a hero on any space. Yeah, it doesn't explain what that does. I guess presumably the card says what it does. But we'll just know that he does press forward. Tyrion Fordring would be a menace against the undead here, right? That'd be a cool dude to play. Lady Liadrin. Who is that? I don't even know who that is on top of my head. I mean, I assume it's this lady. She does Indomitable. She's a tank, I guess. Thrall, of course, does Chain Lightning. And they have an example for that. While he's on Warsock Hold, he can use Chain Lightning to affect just the 3 connected nodes, which is Warsock Hold, the Nexus, and Valiant's Keep. Alright. And I am the War Chief. Okay. Sylvanas Windrunner is there. Does Wailing Arrow, Muradin Bronzebeard, Legacy of the Bronzebeard, Jaina Proudmoore can teleport, and Varian Weird, that's the guy I was trying to remember, for the Alliance. He can move ghouls onto Iceground Citadel, even if it's accessible. Okay. And the quests are Naxxramas, Azor Narub, and Argent Tournament, so just doing some of the dungeons and raids and stuff. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Is that who that was supposed to be? No, I think she looks different. I don't know. That's it in a nutshell. Let's see what it comes with here. Okay, we got our little cardboard cutouts of various indicators, little torches, skull, some kind of hand. Looks like these all go into creating Iceground Citadel. It has a big wall here as well. It's kind of cool. just unpainted plastic, but they're pretty detailed. I think if I zoom in, I'd have to refocus the camera, but pretty detailed. We have the Lich King here. Looks pretty awesome. Oh, these skulls are so tiny. They're all in different poses. Oh. They're pretty adorable. Look at the size difference though. Can you imagine if all the undead that he summoned were actually this big? Like he's just normal guy height and he just summons like, I don't know, cat-sized undead. But they're really tiny, but they are actually very detailed as well. If I put it close, it's going to be blurry. But this specific camera to refocus kind of makes a loud noise and I have to edit it out. It's a whole thing. But it's a good camera. I want to see those heroes though. Oh. Do you get hero miniatures? Or I thought I was missing something. What is this? This Stitches. Is that the name I was trying to remember earlier? Don't know. But look at this guy. It's a crazy abomination. Must be tough. They're far bigger than the ghouls. These have an impressive amount of detail as well. Got Sylvanas here. Looking pretty cool. Due to her color, it kind of looks like she has Swiss cheese for her cape. Has little holes in it. Got Varian Weird here. His hair's looking glorious. He looks like he's straight out of Dragon Ball Z with his flowing blonde hair in this color. Oh yeah, Tyrion Fordring is a little bit more obvious now that I see him up close. Maybe I will just zoom in and refocus at the end and show these off in a little bit bigger detail. Got Thrall here, Warhammer. Looking cool. Morden's glorious. Like his one antler just broken. That's very... What am I looking? What's the word? I don't know. Anywhere there's a barbarian or dwarf or something, they always have one antler broken. Jaina Proudmoore. Looking pretty awesome. They got so much detail in it, just like little locks of hair, or just a little wind blown and stuff on the back, just so tiny details. And I guess she's a blood elf. I don't really remember her. I didn't play like I said, the Horde during this expansion, so. But looks cool. Looks tough. Alright, we have them. We got all our cards here. your space. Let's see, what are these? Oh, I think these. Well, let's see. I think they're like character sheets and quest cards and stuff. Alright, so the Nexus has Malagos as a boss, it looks like. The mighty dragon Malagos. Okay, just want to check something. The mighty dragon Malagos has launched a war to purge the world of mortal spellcasters. The Vault of Argavon. Argavon the Stone Watcher. At Shol Narav. That's where New Barak is. Guess I should flip them around so you can see them. Okay. Ulduar has Yogg-Saron. Yogg-Saron. Gundrak has Kaldara. The Argent Tournament has the Black Knight. So there's lots of quests that you can go on. Naxxramas has Kel'Thuzad. I really enjoyed the Naxxramas raid. I got the Undying achievement back when that raid was new. That was cool. It's still a fun title roll. Put on your character. Utgard Keep as king. Are you supposed to pronounce the Y? Yamarin. I don't know, I've said it out loud before. Wyrmgrest Temple has Halion. Dragon. And then Iceground Citadel has the Lich King himself. And I'd have to read the rules for these, just like things you need to beat him or things that he can do. I'm not sure, there's lots of potions and shields and moves and attack icons. Here's the abilities that we have access to here. Jaina Proudmoore. She says, you asked for it. Teleport can move directly to any space up to 4 spaces away, once per turn. And she has frost armor, so +1 block. And she starts at Valiant's Keep. Jaina Proudmoore is a powerful mage and a symbol to her people. After guiding refugees across the ocean to save them from the scourge, Jaina attempted to broker peace with the Horde. Jaina travels to Northrend to protect the innocent, but also harbors the hope that her former friend and lover Arthas has not been entirely subsumed. Alright, here's Lady Liadrin, Blood Knight Matriarch. My blade burns with holy fire. She's indomitable. When a ghoul would be placed on your space or connected space, you may suffer 1 damage to just kill the ghoul. In Lay on Hands, you can, when a hero rests next to you, they can heal. Liadrin was the first of her kind to forcibly harness the holy light, sapping its power to protect her people. Redeemed by the light's grace, she now wields its wrath with righteous conviction. Uncompromising in the pursuit of justice, Liadrin has joined the invasion of Northrend to destroy the vile undead and seek retribution for the destruction of her homeland by the Lich King. And she starts in Dalaran. Murd and Bronzebeard. I can make this right. Bronzebeards. He can contribute 1 extra card while questing. And he starts in Frosthold with the dwarves, right? I think. They're like mountain dwarves up there. I don't know, it's been a while. Renowned throughout the land as a mighty warrior, Muradin Bronzebeard watched his young friend and student, Arthas, fall to madness and corruption. Left for dead in Northrend by Arthas, Muradin has reunited with his long-lost family and committed himself to bringing his old comrade to justice, no matter what it takes. And then we have Sylvanas Windrunner. My vengeance will be swift and merciless. She has Wailing Arrow, and she can fight on a connected space as if you were on it and you don't take damage. And Will of the Forsaken. During her own actions, when she plays a fight or defend card, she can heal for 1 damage. That's cool. A little bit of lifesteal, kind of. She starts in Vengeance Landing. Formerly the Ranger General of the High Elven Kingdom of Gwel'Thalas, Sylvanas Windrunner was murdered by Arthas and raised as an undead banshee as he destroyed her own land. After breaking free of the Lich King's control, Sylvanas and her Forsaken followers are taking a personal vengeance against the one who cursed her. Next up we got Thrall. Have I been showing you these two? Hopefully I have. Go back a couple, in case I've been forgetting. That's the one that I didn't recognize really at all. Okay, so Thrall, War Chief of the Horde at this time. I live and die for the Horde. And he has Chain Lightning, which we read about earlier. He can kind of attack 3 connected nodes. I am the War Chief. When a hero in your region quests, you can contribute 1 card, even if you're not on that space. So I guess the board is divided into regions where they're close to where they have the most power and control, story-wise, I guess. So you get like added benefits there, it seems like. Okay. So he starts in Warsong Hold. Thrall is the War Chief of the Horde and a living legend who freed his people from captivity and led them to honor and victory. With the mighty Doomhammer in hand, he channels the fury of the elements against the enemies of his people. The Lich King's attacks on the Horde will not go unpunished, and Thrall has taken a personal hand in ensuring Arthas' defeat. Here we got Tyrion Fordring. The High Lord of the Argent Crusade. Put your faith in the light. Ashbringer, when you fight, you may treat any number of blocks as success damage instead. Press forward, move another hero up 2 spaces. He starts at the Breach. Looks like it's up by the Argent Tournament. High Lord of the Argent Crusade, Tyrion Fordring is the leader of a force of paladins united against the Scourge. Tyrion wields the legendary sword Ashbringer, a weapon famed for its power to destroy the undead. Unbound by allegiances to the factions of Azeroth, Tyrion is utterly committed to the destruction of the Lich King. And then last up we have Varian Weird here. Word. Something like that. He's the king of Stormwind. Let my enemies beware. Whirlwind. When you fight, you may reroll 1 die. It's cool. For the Alliance, move any number of ghouls from connected spaces to yours. So he just gets a big taunt. But you can't have more than 3 ghouls, apparently. He starts in Valgard. Recently returned after years of exile, Varian Weird has reclaimed his place as King of Stormwind and High King of the Alliance. Though he sees the Horde his enemies, he has focused his strength on defeating the Scourge. Varian has taken personal command of the Alliance forces in Northrend, determined to repay the Lich King tenfold for his incursions. So I went through that. I said, alright, I have to cut this, or take this out, but got a couple dying here and some little, I don't know, those are like the health indicators or despair indicators and stuff. Like you would clip onto the sheet cards. I don't know, my brain didn't even have the right word that it was messing up. It said shirts and sheets, I guess that's what I was going for, character sheets. So yeah, that is everything. I guess I said that I would zoom in for you guys. Is this even working? Not really. Oh, that kind of worked. So they're a little bit bigger is Sylvanas. Here's Varian. Got Fordring over here. Next up is Thrall. I forgot their name already. Lady something. Lady Leodrin or Leodrin, I don't know, something like that. Murden Beardingham. Murden Bronzebeard. And Jaina Proudmoore. Alright, so that is everybody. Alright, so I'm excited to play this. Whenever I get around to doing that, I'll probably let you guys know how it is.